welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel.
Earlier this afternoon, an 18-year-old Palestinian Arab terrorist stabbed 4 Israelis in the heart of North Tel Aviv, wounding them lightly. The 3 men and 1 woman, who range in age from 50 to 70, were treated on the scene by Magen David Adom paramedics. Police have taken the terrorist suspect into custody, where he not only admitted to the crimes, but also that the stabbings were nationalistically motivated, meaning it was indeed a terror attack. The attack began in the lobby of the Leonardo Tel Aviv beachfront hotel, where the teen terrorist attacked his first 3 victims with a pair of wire cutters. He then fled outside and stabbed 1 more person before the police caught him. The terrorist has been identified as a native of the West Bank near Nablus. Luckily, according to the Magen David Adom paramedics, some of the victims' wounds were penetrative while others were not. Those that did not break the skin instead caused severe bruising. The male victim in his 70s, for example, did not have a single bleeding wound. It is not yet clear how the Palestinian terrorist managed to enter Israel. Police investigations are looking into whether or not he abused a work visa or was in Tel Aviv illegally. It was a violent weekend in several parts of the West Bank, as 1 Israeli military officer was injured in a rock attack between Jewish settlers and local Palestinian residents. In a rare moment of agreement, both the Israeli army and Palestinian officials say the clashes erupted on Friday, when about 50 members of the Yitzhak settlement attacked homes in the nearby Arab village of Urif. Both sides then began throwing rocks at each other. The officer's hand was injured after some of the more extremist settlers started hurling rocks at Israeli border police, who were trying to stop the violence. IDF helicopters were also deployed to disperse settlers in the Jordan Valley that same day. Masked assailants believed to be from the nearby outpost of Baradim were filmed attacking left-wing activists, with baseball bats, sticks, and rocks. One of the victims reportedly suffered a broken arm. In other developments, 2 Palestinian teenagers were arrested in possession of firebombs early yesterday. Police say the pair were preparing to throw the explosives at an Israeli army base just south of Jerusalem. The same compound was hit by a Molotov cocktail a little later by another attacker who escaped capture. This past Friday night, Israel's Channel 10 News ran an attack on Education Minister Naftali Bennett from the right-wing religious Jewish Home Party. The point of contention? A 2nd grade textbook passage that Channel 10 called racist, populist, and simply disgusting. The problem is that they were bashing the wrong guy. Later in the weekend, the left-leaning Haaretz News and Meretz party chief Zahava Galon picked up on the story and went further, talking about how Bennett was using the education ministry for, quote, religious coercion, missionizing, and brainwashing. The education ministry was not available for comment at the time of the story's running, as the religious nationalist Bennett was unavailable due to the Jewish Sabbath. As the Sabbath came to a close and Bennett caught wind of the story, he promptly informed the attackers of a very simple fact. He had absolutely nothing to do with introducing that book into the school system. Worse still, the book was introduced and approved by Yuli Tamir in 2008, when she was the education minister from the left-wing Labour Party, today headed by Knesset member Isaac Herzog. Israeli police are about to sit down and crack open the books, and not just to issue more tickets. They're learning how to speak Arabic. It's all part of a new program geared at improving relations with Arab Israelis. A special Arab deputy police commissioner has already been appointed as part of the plan to upgrade service to the community. Now, authorities say they're hoping better language skills will also help to smooth over some of the misunderstandings between police and the Arab sector. Having more Arabic speakers on the force will also enhance efforts to fight the frighteningly high level of crime in Arab areas of the country, through better relations and intelligence. The mandatory lessons will also facilitate the interrogation of Arab suspects, since Israeli law dictates that detainees have the right to be questioned in their own language. A painting that the Nazis pillaged during World War II is about to be auctioned off in Vienna. The painting, Portrait of a Man by Bartholomew van der Helst, had been part of a famous art collection amassed by Parisian Jew Adolf Schloss, who died in 1910. During World War II, the collection of 333 paintings had been ransacked by the Nazis, and as of today, there are still 167 paintings unaccounted for. Among the missing paintings is Portrait of a Man, set to be auctioned off this Wednesday and is believed to be worth anywhere between 15,000 to 30,000 euros. A lawyer representing Schloss's descendants released a statement saying, quote, "We will not accept, as has been suggested, that we buy it back ourselves or share the proceeds of the sale with the owner. Neither do we accept the owner could not have known it was looted. For years it has shown up on every database of stolen assets, as well as on the Interpol register." End quote. The gallery has not said whether they will pull the painting from auction, but did say that they were negotiating with the representatives of Adolf Schloss's heirs to induce a mutually agreed solution in accordance to the Washington Principles. The Washington Principle, or Washington Declaration, is an internationally recognized statement regarding the return of art plundered during World War II to its rightful owners.
That's all for now. Stay tuned on ILTV.tv for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you next time with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.